today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 2 video today. And so today is definitely going to be a really great day just because I'm excited to say that I have finally sat down, thought about it, and it's time to finally do a Let's Build series. So I thought to myself, I have the save file and I have all these builds I have to do and finish to release the save file out to the public for people to play with and stuff like that and live the drama that they deserve. I have one family actually already made called the Williams family, a family of 4, Nixon, Xavier, Elizabeth, and Riley Williams. And they are actually a very high prestige family, and the father, Nixon, is actually in the legal law career at the toppest tier, I think at level 8, I believe. The teenager's son, Xavier, is following into his footsteps. The mother is like a nature enthusiast, cooking extraordinaire, hobby-wise. And the toddler, Riley, is just a toddler who doesn't know any better and is like 3 years old. But the twist is that their mother used to live with them and they need to actually, build they need a house for their mom, for Nixon's mom and Elizabeth's both mom and dad, and they both actually live in the same exact neighborhood of Arcadia Falls, which the name might change, I'm not really sure just yet, but however, I have to say that starting a Let's Build series in The Sims 2 is quite hard for me because I don't really know how to build very well, but you guys say that I build great houses. I'm like, really though? You think I build great houses? Well, thank you, I appreciate that, but I'm also thinking I don't build so well. Just look at all the other talented builders on the YouTubes. They do a better job than me. But then I'm over here building my boxes like nobody's business, like Barney on the 4th of July. But usually whenever I build my houses, I never really have a floor plan. I really feel like I should just have my own idea and go off of what I know and use that and expand on top of it. So I decided not to use a foundation for this house just because I know myself and I know I'll be here for literally hours and something might happen. And also with the garage situation, not to use constraint for elevation, which we'll use in the backyard later in the video. And I also realized that this thing is actually pushed out to the side way too much. You know what? That's fine. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's wrong. And also the cool thing about this build series is that you guys get to see my struggle on all the things I have to deal with when it comes to building in any Sims game, which takes me literally hours to do. So, yeah, I struggle a lot when building. It takes me around I would say 2, 3, 4 hours to build in The Sims 2 because I'm just that much a perfectionist. But also in The Sims 4, I feel like I just take my slow time and start to figure out, okay, I can do this. I can build things like this. I'm okay. I'm decent enough to, show my face on camera and also face cam. You would think I would never do face cam ever again after my reaction video that I did for Get Famous. I think that was my last face cam video I ever did. And I kid you not, that was funny. That was fun. And I remember when I did my seasons reaction video, yeah, that was a vibe. That was something else, that's for sure. And I think I want to do more face cam videos in the future, but I don't know what you guys think. Should I do more? Should I not? I think my face is literally ugly. Let me know, because, well, not the other part. Anyway, like I said, I want to do more face cam, and I think you guys will like it. And I want to record actually some house flipper videos, and I got a suggestion on my stream the other day, asking for face cam videos and doing house flipper videos, and I'm like, I love house flipper. I also love The Sims, and I also love recording videos for fun. So I was like, why not? But then again, I was like, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best choice. But I was like, let's roll with it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what actually happens to me playing this game called House Flipper. Because if you guys know House Flipper, it's literally like The Sims, but without all the micromanaging, feeding your Sims, making them sleep, going to school, and getting a job and stuff like that. House Flipper is a game where you could literally renovate houses and do whatever you want with it, put it on the market, you make profit, and do the whole process all over again. And I, for one, think that is an awesome, awesome game. And I also don't know how long it's going to take me to build this house because I realize that this house is already too big. And I'm only on the first floor. And I realize that I need to make it a little bit bigger. I want to let's expand it even more. Let's see how far I can go. And I'm also thinking that maybe the chimney could go right here, and the second floor could be not that big, but I'll just make it the exact same size. So when I was like thinking of doing a series, like a Let's Build series, I was thinking, what could I build? And I already know I was gonna build in The Sims 2, but I just didn't know what I was gonna build. And I'm kind of glad I chose this family. And speaking of this family, I want to get into the story in a minute. But before I do, this house might have at least 5 bedrooms and like 6 bathrooms. Like, the possibilities are endless with this family. Like, they come from old money. They come from a very prestige, high-class society, you know, we're better than you type of vibe, basically. And I, for one, don't like that. And I think that with Nixon, he's going down the wrong path, because with Nixon, he's the mentor to his son Xavier, and Xavier wants to be more like his father, where he's gonna go into, like, you know, the legal law firm that his parents used to own, or his grandparents used to own, on Nixon's side, because Nixon's father, Philip Williams, he used to be a no, his last name is snap, I forgot. When I got Elizabeth and Nixon married, Nixon was like, you know what? Let's change things up a little bit. It's like the year 2019. I'll take your last name, or whatever. So Nixon took her last name, and he decided that, you know, maybe it would be a good thing called the Wright Law Firm. He's still gonna keep the law firm when his mother dies. And Philip Wright, which was his father, before he died, he left in a will that he was going to give the law firm to his son. But then the twist is that Marina Wright, I think that's what his mother's name is. Either way, his mother kind of conned his father out of all his money and even his will. Like, at the time, she was like, when they met, they were like 20-something, and his father was like 40-something, like a 20-year age gap. A little bit crazy, I know. And since then, she was like, I'm gonna, you know, play the wife card and be, you know, lovey-dovey and happy and, you know, good, you know, have a good presence in the world. And so she did that for quite some time, until she got sick and tired of all his nonsense that he was going off on, like his tangents about, you know, the war and all of, like, you know, different things. And like, she just got tired of all the same old stories and all the same old stuff he's been talking about for years. And so she just thought one day, maybe when we're like old and gray, I'll just like con him out of all his money. Because before he died, he was like 90-something years old, and he literally just died 2 years ago. And let's just say Nixon's mother had something to do with it. She hired a person to make him disappear. So that happened, and later on, Nixon found out, called the police on his own mother, got her arrested. 2 years later, she got out on good behavior. In hindsight, she just schemed, conned people to get ahead in life, get ahead and out faster out of jail, because she was sentenced to jail for like 15 years for Ponzi schemes, robbing, hiring somebody to kill her own spouse. Like, how in the world, why would someone do that? First of all, that's insane. So when that happened, Nixon never forgave his mother for that since then. You know, Marina had a very twisted way of showing her love towards people, and also a weird way to show that she cares, and she doesn't think that Elizabeth is the right person for Nixon at all, and she really wants her gone. Like, literally, she wants her gone. But that's not going to happen, because I, for one, don't want that to happen, and I'm not going to make it happen. But then you guys decide, because whenever you guys play this game, the save file that I have, you guys get to control how things end up, how things end up into the place, like how things end, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And that's the whole fun part about The Sims 2, is that you get to play off from where a person left off. Like in The Sims 2, from the very beginning, like if you play with the Broke family for a thing, you would know that Brandy Broke has like a mysterious pregnancy, but in hindsight, it's actually her pregnancy that she had with Skip Broke, who died from a pool accident. Later on, found out that this whole pregnancy was a glitch, and that was fun. That was an interesting time figuring that out when I listened to Max's podcast a couple weeks ago, and it's like those little things. Like I got to leave off where they left off, and so I have a few already queued up interactions already set into play. Like I have one sim that actually is pregnant, but she doesn't know who the father is, because this sim actually lives right over there in that apartment block, and it's the West Side Apartments that she lives at, and her name is Tamara. I don't know. All I know, her name is either Tamara or Tiana. One of those two names, it starts with a T. However, she is pregnant. She had slept with her landlord for a lower rent, and her ex-boyfriend, and then some other people. She had a very tough life. Like her life was very, very difficult in the past from her mother and some other things that happened in her life as well. So things happened, life happened, and she moved on from it, but she is like having symptoms of pregnancy that she doesn't know who the father is. So that's the other thing. And the Wright family basically owns the entirety of this entire neighborhood of Arcadia Falls. And that name might change, but I'm really not sure just yet until I finish the save file. So that, my friends, is basically kind of what is happening right now at this current moment with, the Williams / the Wright family. And to be honest though, I'm not sure when it will ever end. Like who will end up, like how things will end up with, Nixon and his mom, and how things will end up with Xavier. Will he really fall into his father's footsteps or not? Because to be honest though, he has a habit of procrastinating and taking matters into his own hands when he's not supposed to. And mostly his father wasn't really always present in his life, and neither was Elizabeth's father as well, and neither was Nixon's father. So it's a kind of a pattern where Nixon is falling into his father's footsteps, and how Xavier can only really count on his mom and his grandparents, mostly his grandma on his mother's side, because we don't associate with Nixon's side of the family. And this family tree is at least, so we got the 3 generations long. So we got Nixon and his parents, and Elizabeth and her parents, and then we got the 2, and then we got their kids, and that's pretty much it so far. So we're kind of on the 3rd generation of the Wright / William family, which is kind of cool. And Nixon, like I said, is either going into the political aspect of university, or either he has a very high interest in being a professional athlete, or at least a professional athlete. I would say he has a lot of interest. Like when it comes to The Sims 2, like I said, there's a lot of things that The Sims 2 has. Like with Elizabeth, her mom taught her all that she knew about gardening, nature, cuisine, cooking, and pretty much everything that she knew as growing up as a little girl. And she has a very high interest in nature and all those sorts of fun things. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking of putting a greenhouse in the backyard over here, and the pool over here, and then the gazebo over here. So I'm going to have Elizabeth kind of enter in local plant, or maybe open up her own plant shop technically. Maybe. I'm not sure just yet. Or I will definitely have her enter into cooking competitions, make some secret lots, and maybe have her enter in, I don't know, something exciting that will make her happy, make her mother happy mostly. And I have a set interaction for her family, her mom and her dad. Her mom is actually in the greenhouse at their house, gardening some stuff. And then her father, he used to be a high school teacher, or technically a high school teacher. I don't like that Give me my roof. Anyway, like I said, did I do this right? I did. Okay, good. So Elizabeth's father used to be a high school teacher, basically, and he is now retired, and it's been like over 15 years since then. Did I do this right? I don't think I did that right. No, I did that right. Okay, good. So yeah, he used to be a high school teacher, and he's now since then retired, and has taken up the hobby of, auto mechanics and mostly taking care of his grandkids alongside with his wife. And that's kind of nice to see that they are still together after they've been married for 30 years? Yeah, 30 years. So it's been that long since they've gotten married. And it's kind of nice how they've stayed together that long without, separating or cheating or anything like that. And I, for one, don't like the roof like this. So I kind of skipped around, and I'm thinking of, I kind of like the shape of right here, because what I want to do with it is, section all of it off with a fence, and this will be, where all, the flowers and, the trees will be over here in the section, alongside with this area right here. So I might do the exact same thing, but then use, corner it off just a tad bit. Oops, corner it off. Can I? Yeah, I can do that. Corner it off like that. And I do want 3, but I also kind of want 2. But if I take 1 off, it'll look funky. So I'm gonna go with 3, and then do like that, and then corner it off on every single aspect. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So I might just do 2, and 2 right here, and then how did I do that again? Oh snap! Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I think I had that right. Oh, no, it's not going to work the way I want it. No matter how I do it, it's going to look crazy. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, that's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I wanted to do. It looks like a pencil. I kind of want to do that, and add my shrubbery along the edges of the house, along the edges. And then I'm also thinking maybe putting a little fountain right here. And then, a little seating area right here. Maybe some chests. Might be doing that. Or put chests right here. And then put the extra stuff right here. So, let's try that and see. And then for the backyard, I'm also, trying to figure out what I really want to do with that. Because I feel if I extend with this alongside right here, and then move it all the way towards the gazebo where I want it, it wouldn't look right. So, I'm going to try and add the pool in the middle first, so I know where I know I want to have it, because I'm going to have a little tile around the pool to give it some structure and make it look kind of good. So let's try that right here. So that's not really centered, so I'm going to add another square. And I don't want it to be too big, because the bigger it gets, the worse is it for me. So let's try that. I'm going to add indent on both sides like that, and I'm thinking of making it curved too, because we do have curved walls for this stuff. So let's try that. Let's try them curvy. Oops, wait, what oh, there we go. I couldn't get it right. I was what's going on with my game? It's possessed. So let's try that. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if we had this in The Sims 4. I don't know why I compared The Sims 2 and Sims 4 so much. They're both different games, but they're both different timelines, because The Sims 4 is an alternate universe where everything is literally different. But then I kind of get the aspect of The Sims 2, because you have the Calientes, we got the Lothario, we got the Goths, we have the land grabs, the iconic the iconic trio, and the iconic duo, Bella and Mortimer. I mean, Alexandra and Cassandra aren't really, they're okay. But, Bella and Mortimer, they were here from the very beginning. Well, so is Cassandra. Because in The Sims 1, she was a child, and she could never age, and, she was crazy looking, plus there were, ghosts everywhere, and I was, kind of concerned, and I wanted to burn down my game, but I didn't want to do that, so I didn't. So, like I said, the Goth family are always the best. But now, who's the top dog in The Sims 4? Is it still the Goth family, or is it the land grabs? Or is it Don Lothario or the Calientes? I don't know. But here in my game, the top dogs in this save file are the Wright family. The Wrights family and the Williams family, like the top dog, and the oldest, longest generation family in this game has not been made yet, but I have it in my brain, to be made. And the thing is, I don't know if I should really do this, but I kind of want to make the family 7 generations long. Don't know why, but I feel like if I have like a very long lineage in one neighborhood, it could go really well or really bad, because I feel like the longer the longer the family, the more drama. But then I feel like the more drama, the better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make, because like in The Sims 2, we can only have up to 8. So I'll make the mother and the father, and then like their kids, and then, oh my gosh, I didn't think this plan through. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Oh, there's no roof here. That's why I was like, wait, why is that still there? That shouldn't be there. But I gotta add my half-gable roof. I'm stressing out for no reason, but I also think because it's extremely hot outside, it is 80 degrees. 80 degrees outside. So I have a fan next to me. It's hot, and hopefully it cools down, but I hope it doesn't, because I hate the cold. Anyone else? Does anyone else hate the cold? Who hates the heat? I love the heat to a certain extent. I'd rather have the heat, I'd rather be hot, but with a cool breeze. Like, not too hot, but not too cold, but like just right amount of temperature. Like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, like that type of temperature, where it's good. You can sit outside without burning up with 1,000 degrees. Okay. So I figured it out. Crisis averted now. I figured it all out, and all is good. That took way longer than I thought it would be. It should have, but I figured my situation out. I figured out the situation that I had before. I just scooted in one, had to manipulate the entire floor, but that, my friends, is what I call progress. And I think that this house looks so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So that means I can actually extend this, move it along the side of here. Ooh, what would that look like? See, if I add tile around my pool, how would that look? I mean, it will look good, but would that look? If I add that up here to the gazebo, that will look perfect. And then I could do this right here in like a diagonal shape. So let me get that one thing right here. I kind of want to do like a diagonal, like here, and then like that, and then like down here. But like in I want to do it in 2. I'm going to do it in 2. Yeah. So I kind of like how I did this. It just takes time. You just have to like take a step back, think about what you did, and reevaluate yourself, and you just go along with it and work to become a better person. So I'm kind of figuring out what I kind of want to use as the wallpaper. Like, I'm using the stone, but I don't know what else. Like, I'm putting the stone on like all the indents of every like around the house, but I don't know if I don't know if I like it though. Like, it looks kind of funky and weird. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I might keep it, I might change it in the future upon your request, but I feel like it looks kind of nice, but it also looks kind of funky, and it just seems like I have no other choice but to use this wallpaper. Because the other like stone textures just don't look good to me. And I, for one, want something that looks good, nice, and right for this house. Like, the Wright family deserves better. Not Marina Wright, because she's trash and I don't like her. She literally conned her own husband out of all his money in the will, the whole business, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, how dare you do that to your own family for, ew, no, okay, I don't like that. I don't know. But yeah, like, she was the reason why that they have to build a new house and they move and everything. Like, it's gotten to the point where I feel like she can't really rebuild their trust, to be honest. So, but she's trying to rebuild the trust, but also trying to get rid of Elizabeth at the exact same time. Like, how does that work? Like, how do you rebuild your trust with somebody that you've like known all your life, but also trying to get rid of someone that you think is not good for your own child? Like, she's manipulative and crazy. Like, she needs to be stopped. Like, today. But anyway, like I said, I think that this white texture goes really well with the stone. Like it complements the accents of it. And I might roll with it. Like it's not going to be too fancy, but I might also just change the color, to be honest. Because I'm always picky with every single thing about my life. I'm living my dream life. In The Sims, but not in Bit Life though. Not yet though, but however, like I said, oh my gosh, I love The Sims too. Because I can do all these manipulations. I did not even know this was a thing. Like, I mean, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it was going to work with like half walls or like, fencing. Like, what? I don't know why, but this makes me really excited. Now I can like expand on this house even more and make it more larger and extravagant than it should be. But you know, that's my life. What's yours? I used to do that all the time. Oh wow, this house looks kind of great. I mean, there's no windows or anything, but that's totally fine. We don't really need windows yet until the second part, and I feel like if I add this right here, it could look good in a white swatch or a black swatch. But I'm gonna put it into a white swatch because I feel like this, like from this angle, it actually looks kind of nice. Especially with the gazebo in the back, like, looks great. But what does it look like with a different roof color? That, I for one am scared about because some of the roof colors just don't look right to me. Nope. No. Oh, no. No. Wait. No. No. I can't. Wait a minute. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Why do I like this blue so much on this house? I mean, it's like very unnatural to me to like have it like this because the other houses don't look like this. But it's like technically like the mayor's house, but not really the mayor's house because she doesn't live here. But like, why do I like this? As for windows though, I really don't know what windows should be placed anywhere because I don't have any like sort of layout plan. And I don't want to do the layout until the second part. So once I get to that point, we'll come to that conclusion that the whole thing shall work. So one thing right here. So right now I'm just going to do all of windows. Give me the window. You know, the game likes to be a little bit special today. It just likes to be, takes its sweet time. Also, I just realized that I have move objects on and I don't need that on right now. I just need to place my windows and I'll be okay. Once I have that done, I also have to figure out where I'm going to place all the bathrooms. Because I'm thinking of having at least five bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Because, you know, an extra bedroom or an extra bathroom for people who just, you know, visiting your house. Hold up. This actually looks kind of good. Wait, I don't have a door. I need a door. But I also want to put more windows right here. It feels empty. The more the merrier. One right here and then one right there. Connect it. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's like a freaking mansion, but it's fine. Okay. I think I actually finished the entire shrubbery situation. It's finally done. I added every single little thing everywhere it needed to be. And, not that bad. So I added some things over here. I was going to keep it plain, but I said to add shrubbery here. So it's like, why not? So I did all that there. I added some more shrubbery, the tall ones, along the gazebo, and then some along the lines where the pool is at, along the side. And I think that is, I have to say, actually looks really, really good. And I'm thinking of putting a fixer-upper cart either in the garage, because I'm thinking of adding like a workout area and a working table, woodworking table for something like that, for toys, maybe for the mom or the dad, or whoever wants to use it in here. So I might do it that way. Or I could put it outside, but then like, you know, people might see. So, and that, my friends, is what I call the end of this part. This took me way too long to build. Like it took me an hour and a half to build this. That's a lot. That's a lot of building. But, and it's sort of, well, not really a lot of building. I mean, I expected me to still be on the figuring out the whole shape of the house and, you know, doing all these different things. But no, I actually made it work. I, for one, am very pleased about this. I don't know what you guys, but I think this house is going to turn out well in the very end. And I'm looking forward to like finishing it, uploading it, and having you guys download it and play through it. If you guys have The Sims 2, I think you guys will enjoy this save file whenever it, gets released. I'm also thinking of actually changing this to brown now that we're here. Yeah, that looks a lot better than it did. The blue looks good with the stone and the white and the brown. It mixes well. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this Let's Build series with the face cam. I'm not really sure what you guys like. But yeah, if you like the face cam, let me know in the comments below. I'll probably do more of it, like BitLife and House Flipper, and maybe even some Sims 4 videos, matter of fact, because I have so much pre-recording, you have no idea. But however, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some suggestions down below for this series, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!